It's on, yeah. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to your mat. We're going to have a fit practice today starting at noon Pacific time. So we've got about 7 minutes. So if you're picking up this class on a recording, just been letting people know, fast forward till you see me lie down or take child's pose, and then that's when the practice is beginning. Era, good morning, good afternoon. PG, good morning. He's like have a group over in the main studio, socially distanced, of course, practicing along with us today. So a little bit more energy happening from the studio here out to everybody virtually if you're practicing at home or if you're outside. And if you would like to stream a playlist along with the practice today, go to my Spotify or follow me on Spotify, Joe Komar, Komar, and you can choose any of the fit playlists that were created throughout the quarantine. So any of those playlists, if you want to have music, if you also wanted to stream your own music, you could do that. You just have to do it on a separate device than what you're watching the video on. The video will actually not have music, and so you get the clear instruction from me to you on the video, and then you have the visual if you need it. Hopefully you don't. If the instructions are clear enough, you shouldn't really have to look back at the device or the TV that you're streaming the class on. That would be ideal, but you have it if you need it. If you want to see, there's another. You learn so much through the visual perspective when you're in a class with other people. Not that you're necessarily focusing on those other people, but seeing another body do something gives you another way to interpretate it through your own. Hi, Frankie. Hey, Ron. Hope you're well too. And those of you in LA looking to come back to a class, make sure as you need to make a reservation for all classes. and you'll see our schedule posted for every week, so 1 week at a time. And you can book for those classes up to 7 days in advance. So you could do that through our app, Urban 728 Yoga, in the App Store and on Google Play. Or you can also just register through our website. If you sign into your account via our website, urban728yoga.com, not only can you sign in for the classes, but you can see the policy and the procedures and everything we're doing at the studio here. Hi, Yazi. Happy solstice, first day of summer, everybody. I mean, anything to lift us up. Hi, Lisa B. I like the hair. All right, we got a full house, everybody. Let's do this. Why don't you go ahead and start on your back today in Shavasana with your legs long and your arms by your sides. Yazi, thank you for reminding me the summer solstice, the first day of summer. And, if we're not realizing how much we all are really and truly connected at this point in our lives, I think then we should meditate a little bit longer. We should practice for several hours instead of 1 hour. It's a pretty straightforward kind of opportunity to realize at this point in everything that's going on that everybody is connected, every single human being. And I know you all got your minds and you all got your, ways of having been influenced and behavioral influences and experiences that we have in our lives. But, you can have all of that, and at the same time, this is part of, I think, built in. I'm a Gemini. It's my birthday this month, and it's part of this idea of, like, you could see that kind of experience and through your own lens, but then at the same time you can expand and see the biggest, greatest picture, and I know that's difficult, and sometimes it feels like you have to toggle between one and the other, but really they can run in parallel. You can be having your experience, and then the way I describe it, think of it like a backdrop, like this wall behind me is a backdrop of awareness that includes everything in the universe. And yet I'm still having my experience with my breath right here, right now. And so I hope everybody has a wonderful practice today. Kyla, good morning. Happy solstice. Elizabeth, good morning. Can you guys hear me okay? Biz, can you hear me? Everybody good on the volume? I guess the guys over in the men and ladies over in the main studio, if they're not picking up the audio, somebody will come tell me. And let's take the arms over your head with your legs long, but then let your arms rest heavy into the ground. And so you could fall into the weight of the shoulders and creating some space in your chest. Take a few deeper breaths, relax your jaw, soften your tongue inside of your mouth. And just like you're kind of letting the air out of a balloon. And your body is flattening and getting heavier into your mat, into the ground beneath you. If you're rushing, moving swiftly before you got onto your mat today, now is the time we can slow everything down. Everything you're going to do here for the next hour is probably going to be considerably slower. Even when you feel like the flow is moving quickly, it's still probably going to be slower than most of the things and that you do throughout your day. Give your head a little rock side to side. And bring your head back to center. Bend both of your legs so that your feet are flat. Separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Take an inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, let both knees go to the left. So you're on the outer edge of your left foot, and you're on the inner edge of your right foot. Keep the shoulders heavy. If you want a little bit more, take your left ankle on the outside of your right thigh. And close the eyes, deeper breath in. You might feel that down into your outer hip flexor. Just keep the ankle on the thigh if you've got it, and then roll your hips back to center. And then everybody both feet back flat to the mat. And take an inhale through your nose, shoulders stay heavy. And exhale, let both knees come over towards the right. As your knees come to the right, as you settle with breath, if you want a little bit more, right ankle to your left thigh. Adds a little weight, and then you may feel it into your outer hip flexors. Seal your lips and begin to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And positions and realizing positions, I mean, with your body can be interesting. Your mind can be somewhere else, and yet the position and the placement of your body can only be here or wherever you are. Doesn't mean that you can't recall with your mind in positions that you've been in before, physical reactions to situations and experiences. And in some ways, the poses are going to break some of that stress down, good or bad. Just break it down. Loosening the confinement of the memory. All opening up back through the breath. Go ahead and roll back onto your hips. Bring your right foot back down onto the mat if it was crossed. And let's bring your knees together. Hug your thighs into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Hands on your shins just below your knees. Let your tailbone curl off the mat. And then you'll feel your low back. And begin to rock gently from side to side. Should feel good to settle into the breath. Watch your mind turning more focus and attention into your breathing. Roll onto your right side. Come around and meet into a tabletop. So you're on all fours, hands and knees. Hi, Nayeli. Shoulders over your elbows, elbows over your wrists. And hips over your knees. And if you're feeling a lot of weight in your shoulders or in your hips, narrow your stance a little bit. Bring your knees in a little bit closer. And bring your hands in a little bit closer. And keep your hands where they are. Step your right foot back. Tuck the toes into the mat. And now just rock into the ball of the foot as you kick through the heel. Let your chin come down into your chest. You should have a nice ground underneath your right foot. A little stretch into the back of your right leg, down into your calf and your Achilles tendon. On your exhale, bring your right knee back down to the ground, gaze between your thumbs. And switch. Left leg goes back, tuck your toes into the mat. Roll the weight into the ball of the foot, let the head come down, chin to the chest. And firm to your hands. And feel that little lift. You'll create a dome shape through your upper back. That'll lift you out of your shoulders and connect you more to your core. On your exhale, bring your left knee back down onto the ground. Reset your hands if you need to. Tuck your toes. On your next breath, exhale, lift both knees and press back into a downward facing dog. You work the technique and the light seal to your lips. It's interesting to consider with your mind creating a seal with your body. And when you create that seal, then your breath doesn't have any other choice but to travel in through your nose, out through your nose. Unless you can breathe through your ears. And it's going to go in through your nose, out through your nose. And just like you started from that tabletop, feel the weight transfer into the balls of your feet. So out of your toes. And that's going to roll your heels down. Now at the same time, start to lift your tailbone up. And feel your core and your rib cage turn in and stabilizing, and so that you're not dumping all the weight back into your shoulders. And so there's a real finite balance in downward dog. And take 3 more breaths here as we wake up the body, and yet still calming in the effect to our nervous system with your head below your heart. Let's take that even deeper. On your exhale, walk your hands back to your feet so we increase the forward fold. You can put a bend to your knees and support with your legs. Let your head hang heavy. Eyes stay open, little rock into your heels, and then gentle rock back in towards your toes. And bring it back into the heels. Keep your hands down. Heel toe your feet together so your big toes touch. Take your hands on the front of your shins. Legs strong. Inhale, lift the chest halfway to a flat back. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Keep that little bend to your knees, hands to mat. Inhale, rise, stand up, circle the arms, straighten the legs. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart, humble your chin. Keep your eyes open, feel your feet, and we'll take 3 breath cycles here. And so already you're starting to feel the effect of the life force and the energy of your practice. Have a great one, everybody. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Hands to shins. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. And exhale as you forward fold. Now crawl your hands out, come into a high plank. Set your plank on an inhale. Lower your knees, draw your belly in. Exhale, come down onto your belly. Legs straight, inhale, roll your heart up, baby cobra. And as you exhale, lower your chest back down. Press back into a child's pose, hips to your heels. And forehead to the mat, you can keep your arms nice and long. And draw with your belly, squeeze your bum back to your heels a little bit deeper. Nice. Grab the mat with your hands. Inhale, rise up, all fours. Take your right hand, cover the back of your left hand. Fingertips curl into the knuckles, and now take your hips back. And then let your head drop last, and you'll feel a stretch into your right side body. Into your shoulders and sensations. Take a breath in. Stay for your breath out. Ground the left hand. Inhale, pulls you back up. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Take your left hand, cover the back of your right hand. Fingertips into your knuckles, and then take your hips back. And head drops last. And feel your left side body into your shoulder. Breathe into it. So in parallel, remember, you have your experience, and then you have the awareness of the entire universe. And it doesn't mean you have to carry the weight. Your breath can allow you to experience it all and through the lightness. And so we practice. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, left hand down onto the mat. Together, inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift both knees, hips back, downward facing dog. A little deeper in your breath. Feel the space in your back body, strengthen your core. Hips stay high, look to your hands. Bend your knees, exhale, take 2 steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, circle the arms. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, stay here. Exhale, forward fold. We rise. Inhale, come up, reach tall. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Okay, now draw your gaze forward to lengthen your neck on all four sides. Keep your right foot where it is. Cross your left ankle over the back of your right ankle. Chin to your chest. Now dome your upper back without lifting your hips. Squeeze the ankles, feel the inner thighs. Now there's that coiled and connected core with the space and strength in your upper back. Bring your left foot back to the mat. Lift your bum into a down dog and float your right leg up. Kick through the heel. So from the inner thigh, ground into your hands with your breath. Exhale your right knee into your nose, crunch. Inhale, kick back from the inner thigh to the heel. Exhale, knee to your nose, crunch. Inhale, kick back from the inner thigh to the heel. Exhale, knee to your nose, crunch, and step your right foot through. Lower your left knee, soften your chin, take a breath in. And feel the weight of your hips as you exhale deeper into your lunge. Set your left hand flat. Reach your right arm up into twist. Hug your right knee back in towards your chest. And so if your right shoulder is tight to your neck, just let your hand go back a little bit. If it's really tight, you can let your arm come all the way back behind you and then build the arm back up. Tailbone down, belly in, and ground through the top of your back foot. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your gaze and right hand to the mat. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Feel your inner thighs. So you're opening up the scissor. Ground through your feet. Bring your arms by your sides. In 3 rounds. Legs stay. Inhale, sweep the arms forward. Exhale, sweep the arms by your sides. 2 more. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bring your arms by your sides. Last one. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, arms by your sides. Draw your belly in. Lift the base of your pelvis an inch and bring your hands to the mat. Step back into your downward facing dog. Feel your right side and breathe right into your heart as you turn your elbows in. Keep broadening your back. Always breathing mindfully. Come forward into your plank. Left foot stays. Cross your right ankle behind your left ankle. Feel your hands chin to chest and then dome the upper back. And so the hips stay. Feel the inner thighs coiled and connected to your core. And so easier to feel in relative stillness in that coil and connection to your core with your breath moving. And then we take it into the Kriya. Bring your right foot back inside. Lift your bum, left leg to the sky. Inner thigh to the heel with breath. On your exhale, left knee to your nose, coil and crunch. Inhale, kick back, inner thigh to heel. Exhale, knee to your nose, crunch. Inhale, kick back, inner thigh to heel. Knee to your nose, crunch. Step your left foot through. Lower your right knee down. Soften your chin. Let a breath come in. And feel your lunge. Set your right hand flat. On your inhale, reach your left arm up. Come into the twist. Left knee draws back into the chest. And so the relationship to your body, you've got levers. Remember, your left arm is a lever to sensation. You can start back as you work the arm up. Keep the shoulder down away from the ear. Ground through the top of your right foot. Take an inhale. Exhale, gaze and left hand down. As you square, feel the release of the twist. Tuck your back toes. Lift the knee, opening the scissors to the inner thighs. Feel your feet ground. Draw with your belly. Float your arms by your sides. And if that's ever too much, you just keep your knee down on the ground. And then we got 3 rounds. Inhale, arms in front. Exhale, bring your arms by your sides. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, bring them back by your sides. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, arms by your side. Stay here. Draw the pelvis up an inch. Take a breath. Beauty. Bring your hands down. Step back into your down dog. Feel your left side firm to your hands. Soften your chin. Tailbone up. Draw your belly in. So you're opening up the strength of your back from your inner thighs. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. You can use your knees, right? Or do that little tuck of the chin and then dome through the upper back. Okay, from here, shift forward. Exhale, yogi push-up, lower halfway. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Press back to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. You got it. Back to plank. Lift the knees. Everybody back into your down dog, please. And create the seal and then explore, investigate and the feelings and sensation, observations of your mind. Bring your big toes together. Lift your heels up. Bend your knees. Exhale. Take 2 steps to the top of your mat, please. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Little bend to the knees, hands behind your bum. Soften your chin, take a breath in. And get a grip, hands stay or play, and roll your shoulders back. Open the chest, squeeze the hands, knuckles to the sky. And belly button's got to be able to draw in and up if you straighten your legs any amount. And breathe through any pressure behind your eyes. And relax your jaw and your cheeks. Bring your thumbs to your bum. And release your grip. Bring your hands to the mat. And blink the eyes open. And draw your belly in. And with breath, begin to roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Feel your legs, hamstrings, hips, spine, shoulders, head above your heart. Okay, your experience with the awareness of everything that is going on. Take your arms up. Interlace the fingers. Release the index. Squeeze the pinky side of your palm. Tailbone down. Side bend to the right. And breathe into your left side body. If you press down through your feet and you can bump your hips a little bit further to the left, keep reaching the arms up. Inhale, rise to center, separate your palms. Exhale, bend your legs, sit back into a chair pose with your knees together. And tailbone down. As you roll your tailbone under, feel your belly draw in. Lengthen from your hips to your armpits. Take an inhale. Exhale, rise up, interlace the fingers, release the index. And you can switch the grip, other pinky in front, breathe. And then side bend, reach over to the left. And feel as your breath smooths everything out. That is the expression and transitions of your body. And feet ground as you bump your hips to the right. And feel the stretch and sensation as we inhale, rise up, separate the palms. Exhale, bend your legs, sit back, hug the inner thighs together. Roll your tailbone under and feel your belly come in. Lengthen a breath from your hips to your armpits. And exhale, dive, fold, hands to the mat, lift the bum. Inhale to lift halfway, flat back. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank, high push-up. And together, take a breath in. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga flow. Tops of the feet, inhale, cobra or up dog, feel it. Exhale, lift your bum and press back into a downward facing dog. Keep your hands and feet where they are. Sway your down dog side to side. All you're doing is transferring weight from one hand to the other. And the hips and the torso. And you'll feel up around the neck and the trap muscles. And draw your sway back to center. Feel the lightness in your midline. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back, inner thigh to heel. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to your nose. Step your right foot through. Lower your left knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Eagle wrap, left arm under your right arm. Humble your chin. If that's too much in the bind, grab opposite shoulders. Give yourself a hug. Ground your front heel. Now bend into your front leg. And tailbone down. Slide your elbows up and breathe across your upper back. And feel the stretch in the upper back. Soften the elbows and gaze down. Release the arms. Inhale, reach up, palms face. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes, keep the knee on the ground, and draw your hips back. Straighten your right leg, pull your belly in. Kick through your right heel. Keep your spine long, shoulders away from your ears. Good. Ground down. Come forward, back into your lunge. Lift your left knee. On an exhale, step your left foot to the top. Big toes meet. Inhale to lift halfway. Lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Stand up. Reach tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Bow your chin. Inhale, arms up. Belly in. Little back bend. Exhale, dive. Forward fold. Hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Feel it move around. Plant the hand, step back into a high plank. Legs strong, take an inhale. Exhale, yogi push-up, lower halfway. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Let's go. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, squeeze. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, squeeze. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose, step your left foot through. Lower your right knee. Inhale, arms reach up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, right arm under your left arm. And so you come into your eagle arms. Ground your front heel, relax the toes. Now bend your front leg. And tailbone down, belly in, slide the elbows up, breathe across your back. And so we're learning patience in the approach and to exist in the moment as a lifestyle, the way that we meet one another, the way we talk to one another, the way we pass one another, and with less judgment, less criticism. And because many times we're just doing that and because our egos and want us to feel better about ourselves. And soften the elbows down, release the bind. Inhale, arms up, palms face. Exhale, bring your hands down. Tuck your back toes. Keep your knee on the ground. Shift your hips back. And belly draws in. Kick through your left heel. Keep your chest up. And feel it wrap around your hamstring through the inner thigh. Crease in your outer hip into your upper back. And from your right knee, come forward slowly into your lunge. Lift your right knee, rock it back, step your right foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, belly in. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, little back bend. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, nice and loose. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. So strong in your legs and back. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower slowly halfway down. Back to plank. Inhale, press. Exhale, lift your bum into your down dog. Separate your feet hip width apart. Good. At the end of this exhale, bring your big toes back together. Heels up, bend your knees. Exhale, you can walk, hop, or float to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, stay in the fold. Feet hip width, hook your big toes with your peace fingers. Turn your big toes down, draw your elbows wide, and give your hamstrings some breath. If you're feeling any aches in the low back, keep a bend to your knees. You can still get a hamstring stretch there, and without rolling all the pressure into your hips and low back. Two more breaths here. As you exhale, soften the grip, hands to mat. Heel toe your feet together, big toes touch. Inhale, roll the length into your spine, half lift. Keep the length, bend your legs, exhale, arms up, Utkatasana. Okay, so notice the difference in that transition. If you keep the length, now you're empowered through your thighs. Now this chair is coming from your legs, you can sit it down a little bit deeper. Without gripping and tensing through the jaw, relax the tongue. Inhale, breathe your way up, straight legs. Belly in, exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest, lift your chin. Keep your legs strong, tailbone down, and then feel the arc of the energy through your spine, lift your gaze up. Inhale, gaze forward, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, bow your chin, feel your feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms meet. Exhale, dive through your midline. You're getting longer in your body. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant, step back, bend your arms, strong legs, Chaturanga Dandasana. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Stay here, tailbone high. On your next breath, look at your hands. Exhale, step your right foot through. Feel your feet in lightness, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Bend your left leg, tap your knee to the mat. Not resting, just tapping. Draw your belly in, lift your left knee, inhale. Exhale, twist, left elbow outside your right thigh. Feel the opening edge of the scissors once again through the inner thighs. And ball of your back foot so the heel is on top. Got it. Right shoulder away from your ear. Okay, you've done it. Draw your belly in. Slowly bring your chest back to square and reach your arms back by your sides. Tuck that right hip in. Keep the scissors open. Together, inhale, rise, arms up, reach. Exhale, back heel down, warrior two legs, arms into a T. Keep your legs, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind your head. Breath in, lift your right elbow to the sky. And breath out, right elbow to your right knee. And breath in, rise, elbow to the sky. And breathe out, right elbow to your right knee. One more, we rise, elbow to the sky. Exhale, bring your elbow back towards your knee. Inhale, come up, open the arms wide. Exhale, gaze forward, lunge, 5 breaths in your warrior 2. Spread the fingers, feel the strength in your upper back, 2 more breaths. And stay with your ground, drawing so much energy to your heart, flip your right palm. Inhale to exalt your warrior 2. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Back heel high, pivot, kick your right leg back, step into your downward facing dog. And feel it. You'll notice these variants as you open one side of the body in Vinyasa. And so that contrast helps you understand a deeper appreciation and for balance when you arrive. And your right foot stays on your breath. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. And feel the feet. We sweep. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Bend your right leg. Tap the knee to the mat. So you're not resting, but it touches. Tailbone down. So you want to feel your pubic bone draw up. And then lift your right knee. Twist. Right elbow outside your left thigh. Open the scissors. Keep moving your pelvis forward into the lunge. And ground through your front heel. Deal with any tightness in your outer left hip. And strong right thigh. Slow down your exhale. Start to square, chest back to the mat. Arms by your sides. And together we rise. Inhale, arms up. The only way it's possible. Exhale, warrior two legs. Open your arms into a T. And feel your lunge set so your front knee turns out. Keep the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head. Knees spread. Inhale, left elbow reaches up. Exhale, left elbow to your left knee. Crunch. Inhale, rise. Left elbow comes up. Exhale, left elbow to your left knee. One more. Inhale, rise. Elbow up. Exhale, elbow to your knee, crunch. Good job. Inhale, rise, open the arms to the T. Exhale, stay with it. Warrior two, gaze over your front wrist. 5 breaths. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Keep your tailbone down. Draw your ribs in. And you'll feel that length through your inner thigh. 2 more. You notice if your mind is trying to back you off, turn your mind back to your breath. Flip your left palm. Inhale to reverse. Exalt your warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot back, heel high, and step your left foot back. Come into your down dog. Feel some hips. Set your hands, pedal out your dog. Bend one knee. Bend the other knee. And feel your hands, bring your big toes together, pause your pedal. Inner thighs are awake, lift your heels, hands press, bend your knees, exhale, walk, hop, float to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, bring your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And feel your feet weight into your right heel, draw your left knee up in front of you. One-legged mountain pose. And take that left ankle like we started, put it on your right thigh, figure 4. Keep the ankle flexed, bend your standing leg, lift your heart as you bend your standing leg. And focus the eyes on one spot, and heart stays up. From the inner right thigh, stand up, lift your left knee in front. And draw your belly in, kick your left leg back, slowly hinge, toppling tree, kick through your left heel. Left leg in space, draw up and out of your right hip crease, so a little up dog to your heart. And solid ground. And now begin to hinge, bring your hands to the ground. Maintain the length in your spine. Shoulders away from your ears. Keep your hips level as you inhale. And now exhale, belly button in, forehead to your knee, tilt. And take your left leg up to the sky, standing splits. And now work in this finite space because your hands and right foot are on the ground. And curl your left heel into your bum, bring that knee towards your chest. Cross your left ankle around the front of your right ankle, pinky toes meet. Let your heels settle back. Soften your chin. Find your balance. Take a breath in. Hands can stay down. Option to interlace the fingers behind your bum. Cross your thumbs. Open the chest. You drop the head. Feel your legs in balance and reach your knuckles up. And breathe with any pressure that exists behind your eyes and through your crown. This stuff works. It's going to let that stress go. It's going to put it back into the flow of peace. Bring your thumbs down. Release your grip. Hands to the mat. Left foot back inside your right foot. Take an inhale. Right foot stays. Exhale. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Knee stays lifted. Left palm down flat. Twist. Reach your right arm up. You now kick through your back heel as your right knee turns in. You reach up underneath your right shoulder blade through your fingertips. Slowly bring your gaze and right hand down. And step your right foot back, big toes together. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Left hand can touch the ground. Lift your bottom hip, and then slowly float your left arm up. Gaze doesn't have to move. Legs together, lots of balance. And we take 3 breaths in side plank. If you want a little more, left arm reaches over the crown of your head. And you've worked on that side body opening all morning. And bring your left arm back up. Gaze down, pivot, bring your left hand back to the ground. High push-up, shoulders over your elbows. Exhale, lift your bum into your down dog. And feel your fingertips grab the mat so there's more energy up the arms. And versus weight traveling down into the hands. And big toes together, heels up. Bend your knees, exhale, walk, hop, travel to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, reach your arms high. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And feel your feet, feel your heartbeat. And doing great. Weight into your left heel. And draw your right knee up in front. And one-legged mountain, slow down the exhale. Right ankle to your left thigh like we started, figure 4. Flex the ankle, keep lifting the heart as you bend your standing leg any amount. And so you're rolling with your breath as the priority. Standing leg inner edge to the thigh. Stand up, lift your right knee in front. And belly in, kick your right leg back, toppling tree. Modified warrior 3. Get used to breathing with a firm belly. And as you straighten your right leg, and to up dog your heart, so you're up and out of your left hip crease. Using the strength in your quad. Beauty. Continue to hinge, lengthen your spine, and then bring your hands gently onto the ground. Fingertips, elbows in. Hips remain level and square. Draw the breath into the back of your heart. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, dive and chest down, right leg lifts up. Breathe into it, lips sealed, breathe into it. And use that space and draw your right heel into your bum, knee into your chest. Right ankle crosses over the front of your left ankle, pinky toes meet. And weight into your heels. Feel the inner thighs squeeze. Slide the hands behind your bum, lower your chin. And keep your eyes open. You can switch the grip. And take a breath. Open the chest. Reach your knuckles up. And once again, we go into any of the pressure. And drawn behind the eyes. Part of your practice. You got it. Beauty. Soften the hands to the bum. Release the grip back to the mat. Bring your right foot back inside your left foot. Take an inhale, halfway rise. Left foot stays. Take your right leg back into the lunge. And strong leg. Space out of your waist. Set your right hand flat. And then we twist. Reach your left arm up. Should feel pretty open. Opening the scissors through the inner thighs. And feel the draw from underneath your left shoulder blade and to reach through your middle finger. And bring your gaze and left hand down. And step your feet back, big toes together. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. So my right hand is still on the ground. Gaze stays down and the bottom hip lifts. Float your right arm up. So a really nice balanced way of coming into your side plank without all the wobbles and distractions. You can stay right here or reach your right arm all the way over your head and breathe into your side body. 5, 4, 3, 2, Right arm comes up, gaze and right hand down. Pivot back into plank, no rush. Feel your legs, take an inhale. Exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. Everybody take a breath in. Good job, lower to your knees. Child's pose, please. Bum to your heels, forehead to the mat. From your child's pose, inhale, rise up, tabletop. Curl your toes, exhale, lift your knees, press into a downward facing dog. And so as you open your body and continue to engage your breath, and the lightness should continue and to ensue. Left foot down, inhale, right leg up. And deeper breaths will come, right foot steps all the way through. Inhale, rise, arms up, palms face. Exhale, warrior two legs, warrior two arms. Legs stay, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the head. Inhale, straighten your front leg this time. And now exhale, hips back, reach your right elbow towards the top of your mat. Okay, when it starts to get sticky, keep your left hand where it is, and then take your right hand down wherever it lands, ankle, shin, or outside your foot onto the mat. Now ground your back heel, push your head into your left hand, and draw that left elbow straight up to the sky. Opening it all up from the back of your right leg into your left side body. Now just slide your left arm forward. Got it? So you're using the length of your left side, look down, and then lunge, right hand to the mat, float your back leg, and stack your left arm on top. You're in half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand on the ground. Use your fingertips to balance. Curl your left heel into your bum. Option is to reach back for the ankle or the shin. Ardha Chandrasana Chipasana is you roll the knee behind the hip and then kick the ankle or foot into the hand. And ground through your standing heel, eyes on one spot for 5, 4, 3, 2, belly in as you slide your left leg long, reach your left arm up. Okay, now here's the fun part. With a breath, micro bend to your right knee, and then hover and step your left leg back, warrior two, ground. Shoulders over your hips, take an inhale. Exhale, straighten your front leg, pivot your right toes in. Lower your chin, deeper breath in. And shoulders down, lead with your heart. And let's come into a wide-legged forward fold. Should feel good. Put a little bend to your right knee. And then switch. Put a little bend to your left knee. Okay, and then switch as far as coming back to center. Hands under your shoulders, straighten your arms. And we're going to come into a side lunge. So turn your left toes out and then start to walk your hands and hips over to your left heel. Right leg is straight. Flip your right toes straight up towards the sky. Use your hands to ground. Let your hips and your left heel stay as heavy as they possibly can. Breathe here. Feel the sensations in your side lunge. And keep your tailbone down, chest proud, and start to push off of your left foot. Walk your hands all the way to the top of the mat. Pivot your back heel high. Frame your front foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Pull your belly in. Now dive forehead to your right knee. Feel the lift from your left leg to your low belly. Set your hands. You could do this. Draw the length in your arms. Strengthen your back from your belly. Slide your right foot back. Kick it all the way up. Three-legged dog. Might feel like the biggest three-legged dog ever. And then open your right hip. Curl your heel into your bum. Take the twist out of your shoulders, and so your left ribs draw back and your right ribs draw down. Really nice. Square your hips, step your right foot through, step your left foot forward, both feet to the top. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, sweep, circle, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, bow your chin. Feel your feet, arms by your sides. 3 breaths here. Enjoy the expression with no weight in your shoulders and your neck so that you can soften your jaw. Not easy, but very productive when exploring in the connection to the peace within. Open the eyes, look forward. Inhale, arms up, palms face. Exhale, dive, forward fold, bring your hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank, high push-up. Keep your legs strong, floating out of your low back. Inner thighs, lift your hips into your down dog press. Always welcome back to your breath. It feels so good. And right foot down, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step, left foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, arms up, palms face. Exhale, warrior 2, back heel down. Keep your lunge. Inhale, just the arms reach up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind your head. Straighten your front leg. Take an inhale. Hips back. As we exhale, start to slide your left elbow forward. So I'm lifting the elbow, head into the hands. Right hand stays. Slide your left hand down wherever it lands. Ankle, shin, or outside your leg to the mat. You roll your right elbow. Feel your back heel. And tailbone down as we slide, reach your right arm forward. And so we're utilizing the full length of your right side body. That's creating in the weight and gravity as you turn the gaze down to transfer the weight into your foot and then lift your back leg as lightly as you can. Stack your right arm on top. This could be enough as your working breath to fill up the expression of your body, or curl your right heel in. Reach back with your right hand for your ankle or shin. And draw the knee behind the hip, and then kick into the hand. Press through your left heel, and draw your breath into the expression of your body. And belly in, slide your right leg long. Take your right arm back up. Play in the relationship. Soft bend to your left knee as we start to float all the way back lightly into your warrior 2. Awesome. Straighten your front leg, pivot your left toes in. Hands to your waist, soften your chin. Feel your heart. Inhale, shoulders down, chest up. Exhale as we hinge, lead with your heart. And bring your hands down to the ground. And heels wide, head heavy. Feel this breath in your body. Hands under your shoulders, straighten your arms. Turn your right toes out on a 45. Walk your hands and your hips over to your right heel. And you flip your left toes up and keep your hands on the ground. And so we're focusing on letting the weight. Remember, we're using the body in relationship to the body and developing all of these sensations, which means that we can really find the peace within ourselves. And once we find it, we don't have to stress and attach to it. It's there into free flow with everything that we do. Our mind, our words, and all of our relationships. You can feel anything here in your right foot, in your Achilles tendon where we started. Use your belly, start to push off your right foot. Walk your hands and hips to the top of your mat. And pivot on your back toes, square, back heel high. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Straighten your front leg, belly in. And as you set your arms and start to draw your forehead towards your left knee. And feel the work in your right inner thigh. Keep your navel drawing. Set your hands flat. Now work from the hands. Remember, energy up the arms. Into your armpits, to your lats, and then slide your left foot back. Kick it all the way up. Three-legged dog. Should feel pretty darn open. And then open your hip. Curl your heel into your bum. Take the twist out of your shoulders. Draw your right ribs back, left ribs down. Even weight into both hands. It's nice feeling that progression of space in your body. Square your hips. Step your left foot through. Step your right foot forward. Bring both feet to the top. Beautiful. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. From here, hands down, step back into your high plank. And draw with your belly. Come down onto your forearms in palms to prayer. And notice if your butt is piking up. And bring it down in forearm plank. Set back in the balls of your feet, and then tilt your tailbone down. Draw your pubic bone forward. And you should feel that in your upper back muscles. Gaze between your forearms. And let's take 3 slow breaths here. And at the end of this exhale, you can slowly lower your knees, lower your hips, untuck your toes as your hips get heavy, separate your feet a little bit wider. You can rock it out on the front of your hips. Hope everybody over there in the main studio is doing well. And it's so interesting in teaching yoga without looking at anybody's body. Hope you guys are doing well. And let your hips settle here in Sphinx. And relax your toes. Soften your chin. You're welcome to close your eyes. You can feel some generalized energy, sensation around the lower third of your spine, but it shouldn't be overwhelming. And breathe from your belly button to your sternum. And sternum's in your chest, your breastplate bone. And bring your left hand underneath your shoulder, right hand underneath your shoulder. And chest comes down, belly in, press up to all fours, please. And bring your knees all the way together. Keep your hands where they are. And then you're going to round the spine into a cat back. So puff the upper back. Drop the tailbone down. Suck your low belly in. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then gently release, flat back. Swing your legs around in front of you. Keep your lips sealed. Notice the flow of your breath. Straighten your right leg out in front. Take your left leg, wrap it all the way over your right leg like an eagle leg. So right leg is straight, left leg is crossed. Knees stacked best you can. Square your pelvis to the mat. And flex your right ankle. Reach both arms up. And as you draw your belly in, hinge. Reach out. Grab for your right foot, ankle, or shin. Take the kinks out of the back of your neck. Let your eyes drift down. And then little by little, rather than folding, make it a hinge. So it's with length and lift to the back of your heart. And the exhale draws you in a little bit further. And draw your heart up. Take an inhale. And release your foot, ankle, or shin. Exhale, left leg out in front. Okay, lie down onto your back. Use your core. And bring your right knee into your chest. Interlace the fingers onto your right shin. Kick down through your left heel. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist. And bring your right knee across your body. Final twist. And shoulders down, right arm can go out into a T. Internally, sometimes it feels like, you know you're worked. You realize that physical layer. You've taken many breaths with the emotions in the mind, and then it's time to just start to let it all go and filter into that bigger picture of trust. If we don't have trust, we don't have anything in any of our relationships, including the relationship with ourselves. And start to come back to center. And bring both knees into your chest, little squeeze. And totally fine if you feel your low back a little bit. And then take the hands behind the knees, rock up to your bum. And then your left leg is straight. Cross your right leg over your left, slide your knees together. Okay, best you can, square your hips. Flex your left ankle, sit up tall, reach your arms up. Keep your heart up as you hinge, reach for your foot, ankle, or shin. And shoulders will drop if you just turn your elbows in instead of letting the elbows go out. And give love through breath. And wherever that resistance or tension, think about it, resistance, tension, you wouldn't say those are good things, but they're good things when the approach is love and compassion and kindness and awareness. When it's pulling your mind out of the attachment of the stress and showing you that development of peace, it's a good thing. You draw your heart up, belly in, and release your foot, take your right leg out in front. Use your core, lie down onto your back, bring your left knee into your chest, interlace the fingers on the shin. Your body should feel pretty open. On your exhale, go ahead and twist and bring your left knee across your chest. Final twist. All right, slowly start to make your way back. And bend both of your legs, feet flat onto the mat. Take an inhale. Within yourself, little sigh on the exhale. Flat to your back, bring both knees into your chest, and let's take a moment. You feel the squeeze. You feel the energy in your body. Take a moment and to acknowledge your representation. See, every relationship is about reciprocity. You can explore reciprocity and balance, and then it's going to feel pretty damn good. Let your shins go, let your seal go, and then release your legs long onto your mat, setting up for your final Shavasana today, arms by your sides, with your palms facing up. Loosen the breath, loosen the tongue, cheeks, muscles in your neck and around your throat. Your mind back to your heart, heart through your belly, belly back to your forehead. Everything can release here. As you continue to settle in your Shavasana, I'll remind you that it's not something you didn't know, but you're having your experience. You're having the connection, the realization of your life, and at the same time, everything else is going on in parallel. So if you're having a hard time understanding that we're all truly connected and that our differences really don't matter that much, I don't know what the percentage is, but it seems like we spend much more time sitting in our differences than we do in sitting in the beauty of connection. So, if the vision here on the mat is that we can explore expanding that percentage throughout humanity, then we're going to keep doing this every day. And if we pick up one more person and that we can connect versus distract, then we just keep going. From within and then through everything, and that we can share in this beautiful world, everybody. And please take your time here. Always feel free to reach out, any questions you may have. And from the energy and everybody practicing here at the studio, we send you all so much love. And please, if you're in LA, come visit us at the studio. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at noon. Namaste.